Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, has told states to undo full SNAP benefits, effectively telling them to not feed kids. Before I get into this article, I want to read something to you that Donald Trump said while campaigning for president. This is one of the things that this guy fixed his mouth to say about shutdowns. If there's a shutdown, I think it would be a tremendous negative mark on the president of the United States. He is the one that has to get people together. When they talk about the government shutdown, they're going to be talking about the president of the United States, who the president was at that time, Trump said. They're not going to be talking about who was the head of the House, the head of the Senate, who's running things in Washington. So I really think the pressure is on the president. The pressure is absolutely on the president if the president had a conscience. I don't see any pressure. So he's actually right. Technically, ain't no pressure on him. But the responsibility is. The responsibility is absolutely on him. Let's get into this article on Politico. The Trump administration is telling states not to pay full November food stamp benefits, revising its previous guidance after winning a temporary victory at the Supreme Court on Friday. USDA's latest memo, sent Saturday to state directors of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, instructed states to deliver just 65% of benefits during the government shutdown and required those who already sent full payments to claw back that money. To the extent states sent full SNAP payments files for November 2025, this was unauthorized. Accordingly, states must immediately undo any steps taken to issue full SNAP benefits for November 2025, the memo notes. The department threatened to take various actions if the states don't comply, including canceling federal funds that go towards administrative costs for the program or holding states liable for overissuances. The Saturday memo is the latest in a string of moves from the Trump administration that has altered federal guidance on SNAP on a near daily basis, first directing states to pay partial benefits, then saying USDA would comply with full benefits, then filing an emergency appeal with the Supreme Court. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there are people saying, man, why is he doing this? What is this all about? And I'll tell you what it's all about. During the ongoing government shutdown in November 2025, Donald Trump's administration wants states to withhold full SNAP benefits primarily due to a disagreement over funding sources and the separation of powers. Here are the key reasons for the administration's position, which includes lack of congressional appropriation. The administration argues that Congress has not appropriated funds for SNAP for the current budget cycle due to government shutdown, and only Congress has the power of the purse to authorize new spending. Limited contingency funds. The administration initially sought to pay only partial benefits, around 65%, using a $4.6 billion contingency fund, arguing this was all the money legally available at the time. Protecting other programs. The Justice Department argued in court filings that using additional Section 32 agriculture funds, which a federal judge ordered them to do to fully cover the $8 to $9 billion monthly cost of SNAP, would take money away from other child nutrition programs, essentially starving Peter to feed Paul. Executive authority versus judicial orders. The administration has appealed court rulings that mandated full payments, calling the judicial orders absurd and a mockery of the separation of powers. They contend that courts cannot dictate how the executive branch triages limited resources during a shutdown. Fiscal discipline and liquidity. President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance have stated the country needs to remain very liquid in case of other emergencies like wars or catastrophes, and can't give everything away. And here's the big one: political leverage. Critics, including a federal judge and legal groups, have accused the Trump administration of intentionally withholding the funds for political reasons to gain an advantage in the shutdown negotiations with Democrats in Congress. The administration has denied this, of course, arguing the issue is one of legal authority and fiscal responsibility. And yet, with all of that, 9 out of 10 Republicans, even if they were starving to death for lack of getting their SNAP benefits, they would still vote for Trump. That is absolutely amazing. Talk about party over country. Yeah. You cannot tell me that you are a patriot. You can't tell me that you love America and pick a guy. You're not even picking a party. You're really picking a guy, because nobody else in the Republican Party has that type of spell over voters. And some of those people don't even vote. Let's put that out there. No other person in the party has that type of spell. No other person in any party has that type of spell. This proves that they are not and never have been Americans in the first place. That's right, I said it. Never been Americans in the first place. See, Trump don't care. He feels he's always right. He don't care. He feels he's always right and everybody else is wrong if they disagree with him. So what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.